Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the fake outrage towards Nicki Minaj. I was on Twitter a few minutes ago and I saw a post about Regina Jump, whatever the girl's name is, from Love and Hip Hop, taking a dig at Nicki Minaj. And I really just wanted to talk about people pretending and having this fake outrage for Nicki Minaj, saying that she has not paid her dues and that she's a terrible role model for young black girls and women. Meanwhile, you have guys like Lil Pump being propped up on a pedestal when he has songs talking about him and his bitch loves to do cocaine. And then you have prominent figures in the black community like Kanye West jumping on a song with someone like that and co-signing a white Colombian installing venom and poison into the minds of boys and girls. But all of a sudden, Onika Tanya's the problem. Onika Tanya didn't bow down. When did Lil Pump bow down? Tekashi 6ix9ine didn't bow down. Travis Scott hasn't bowed down. Blueface hasn't bowed down. XXXTentacion hadn't bowed down. The Weeknd hasn't bowed down. Kanye hasn't bowed down. Jay-Z didn't bow down to anybody. No one expects that, but all of a sudden you want to come to Nicki Minaj and say that she hasn't paid homage or respect to Kim and the ones who came before her, when you know good and darn well you can pull up that Angie Martinez video and it'll show her glorifying Little Kim and every other female that came before her in a 7-minute video that you've seen. But because you want to keep your foot on Nicki Minaj's neck, you're going to pretend like that video doesn't exist just for the sake of continuing the Nicki hate train. And it's honestly kind of annoying. Let's be very clear. Nicki Minaj does not have to bow down to anybody. Nicki Minaj does not have to pay respects to anybody. Now, what people really are upset about is that Nicki Minaj is a boss. Nicki Minaj didn't have to suck dick to get to where she is. Nicki Minaj didn't have to get fucked by that producer. Nicki Minaj didn't have to hop on a plane and go to Saudi Arabia and get shitted on to be to where she is now. And a lot of you bitches are mad. I wish that you would just come out and say that. You're mad because you sucked cock, got fucked, and got shitted on in Dubai, and you got nothing from it. And your career is still nowhere, and Nicki Minaj is still Nicki Minaj. And what I've also noticed is an influx of a lot of men who claim to be heterosexual also jumping on the Nicki hate train bandwagon and putting every single last one of her verses and bars under a microscope and criticizes her every chance they get. It's as if every time Nicki Minaj releases music, people bring out their little magnifying glasses and their reading glasses and they pull up their little spreadsheet and read every fucking bar that Nicki spits to make sure it's a 10. And if it's anything other a 10, then they have a whole lot of shit to say when you got niggas like Blueface who can't even fucking rap on beat. But as long as it's a guy doing it and as long as the beat is good, you don't really give a shit about how good or trash his lyrics are as long as the beat's good. But when it comes to Nicki Minaj, you guys bring out your magnifying glasses and you guys read every single freaking bar to make sure that bar is a 10. And when it's not a 10, you bring out the criticism. Then you want to complain about Nicki Minaj talking about her vaginal area and getting head and sleeping with guys all the time, when in reality for the past 30-something years, almost every single solitary black rapper in hip-hop has been talking about fucking bitches and getting their dick sucked and talking about ass, breast, mouth, and pussy. But when Nicki does it in reverse, it's somehow a problem. She's somehow single-handedly poisoning the minds of black girls as if you aren't doing the same thing to black boys. And let's be very clear. Nicki is only responding to what has been going on in male hip-hop for the past 40-something years. So let's be clear on that. And you guys love to spend time on the internet trolling Tekashi 6ix9ine and calling out people who call out black male MCs. But whenever people come out and talk mess against Nicki Minaj, when the other irrelevant celebrities come out and talk smack about Nicki Minaj, I hear nothing from the black male MCs. I hear nothing from the black community at all. I hear nothing from anybody saying anything about that. But what Snoop Dogg will do, you will have guys like Snoop Dogg, he'll comment on a post about Ari Lennox not wearing her real hair and that she has a pit bull shaped nose. And all of you old heads saying that Nicki Minaj is a product of Little Kim, you guys are the same guys who, when Nicki Minaj first came out, aided in the destruction of Little Kim's career in order to prop Nicki Minaj up on a pedestal. So I don't even want to hear you guys talking about how you like Kim, when in actuality, you don't really give a fuck about Little Kim. You're just jealous of Nicki Minaj. When she first came out, you thought she was cute. You didn't think she was really going to get so far. So that's why you propped her up. You thought she was going to fizzle out like him, but she didn't. And you're mad that Nicki Minaj has transcended the hip-hop genre. You're mad that Nicki Minaj has captured the hearts of black women, black men, gay men, and little white girls. The only rapper, male or female, to get number ones in every motherfucking genre and category, from rap to hip hop, to pop, to gospel, to country, to Latin, to rock, to R&B. And what have you guys accomplished? Nothing much. You're mad that in your entire 20 to 30 career that you'll never be able to obtain what Nicki Minaj was able to obtain in less than 10 years of her career. You throw little jags and daggers to try and knock her down whenever you get the opportunity because you feel as though she's not being humble enough, because how dare a woman thrive in a male-dominated industry without sucking anybody's dick, without having to get fucked, without having to get turned out, without bowing down her motherfucking head, for voicing her motherfucking opinion and saying no whenever the fuck she says no, and she writes her own shit. Nicki Minaj raps better than any of these male rappers out to date, and you guys know this, but you don't care. Whatever it takes to knock her down, you're gonna knock her down, even though you know on her worst day, she out-raps all these guys. She out-raps Lil Pump. She out-raps Blueface. She out-raps Tekashi 6ix9ine. She out-raps Travis Scott. She out-raps all these other guys who you prop up on a pedestal and have the audacity to collaborate with when their music is garbage. For all you fake woke people and old heads who say, I don't have a problem with Nicki Minaj, I just don't like what she's putting out into the universe. As if black male rappers for the past 40 years haven't been pushing fucking, referring to black girls and women as bitches and hoes, referring to them as nothing but a mouth, ass, pussy, and throat since before my father was born, yet somehow Nicki is single-handedly destroying the entire black community because once again, black men don't know how to take accountability for any motherfucking thing unless it involves fucking a bitch and saying that he fucked a bitch. But I'm getting off topic. Anyway, you guys who like to play the whole, but she's problematic, but we're doing this because she's not good. Nicki Minaj has her problematic moments. But let's be clear, you guys aren't slick. You don't dislike her for that. Because she's no different than Cardi. She's no different from Tekashi. Well, she's different from Tekashi. She's no different from Lil Pump as far as antics go. She's no different than Jay-Z. She's no different than Boosie. You got Boosie out here molesting his fucking children, having grown-ass bitches rape his kids, and yet y'all not saying shit. Black men or women, knowing damn where Boosie is out here molesting his kids, and y'all not saying shit. She's problematic, but I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing about any of y'all niggas because in 2007, all of y'all bitches and hoes was motherfucking going to all the barbecue cookouts and listening to motherfucking Step in the Name from motherfucking R. Kelly, knowing damn motherfucking well y'all saw that video of him pissing on their motherfucking child. So I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing about Nicki Minaj. Y'all got me fucked up. Anything she did will compare to what R. Kelly did, even in the smallest degree. And you guys still listen to his music. Quiet as it's kept. As quiet as it's kept. And then you guys like to label the Barbs as crazy, that we overreact. No, we don't overreact. We're just smart and we catch on to your foolishness. See, what you guys do is you don't want to come out right out and say you hate Nicki because you don't want to come off as being a hater. So in the name of not coming off as being a hater, what you guys like to do is you guys like to throw little passive aggressive jabs. But since we're smart and we catch on to that, we call you out on that shit. And when we call you out, you say, oh, you guys are overreacting. The Barbers are crazy. No, we're not crazy. We just know what the fuck you're doing. We're up on game. But in closing, I don't want to make this rant too long. I'm sorry if I felt like I was like yelling and going crazy. I just feel like I had to get that out because people are really trying it. So let me know what you guys think of this video. It's kind of different. I usually make memes, but I decided to like do a little voiceover today. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next video.